a blooper reel at the end of this. Hi everyone, welcome back to Car Mad Dad and another video. You join me here at Birmingham Children's Hospital. When I started CMD back in February 2018, I genuinely just set out to have a bit of fun with videography and try and learn about what it would entail to run a YouTube channel with the hope of potentially using that on a different business. But in the meantime, we managed to gradually pick up traction. And so when we approached 1,000 subscribers, I didn't realise that after 1,000 subscribers we could monetise the channel, because that was never the idea for Car Mad Dad, and it was never anything that I set out to achieve. But when that became apparent, we then had a problem in that this was something that was fun for me, most certainly not a job or revenue generating, and it appeared that if we carried on and sort of put the work in behind the scenes, that we could start generating some revenue. And it was with that that the idea of turning the YouTube channel into a not-for-profit charity was born. Fast forward to today, 54 videos shot, 55 if you include this one, 623,000 views, but more importantly, over £1,000 generated in ad revenue into the Car Mad Dad bank accounts. But that's not all. I was fortunate enough to be contacted by Jonathan and Joe at Ctrl&Shift.com to create a range of Car Mad Dad t-shirts, jumpers, hoodies, which again was supported massively, a hugely humbling experience for me. And thanks to John and your efforts in supporting that range, we've raised another £300 from Ctrl&Shift in the last 8 months alone. We've held auctions online, charity auctions on places like Instagram, and thanks to the kindness of followers, businesses such as Whiskey 21, Road Race Rally, Motech Performance, Ctrl&Shift again, we've raised another £200 just in donations. Finally, more recently, following the really positive feedback we've had from the hothatches.co.uk playlist, Chris has given me some feedback that actually some of the videos we've made on the channel with the help of Chris and the team at Hot Hatches have actually led to direct sales of the cars that we've filmed. And because of that, Chris has very, very kindly donated another £300 only this morning to add to the pot. Go on mate, no, go. So today, after what seems like a lifetime of shooting, editing, failing, bloopers, broken GoPros, and lots of no's in between, we're here today to make our first donation. For those of you who know me well, you'll know that my eldest actually spent the first 3 to 4 years of his time under the close scrutiny of the professionals here at Birmingham Children's Hospital. In 2014, he had a successful operation on a multidysplastic kidney, and so this cause is first on my list and very close to me personally, hence why we're here this morning. Thanks to the doctors, surgeons, nurses, professors, Jacob's operation was a success, and there's not a day that goes by, genuinely to this very day, that I don't thank my lucky stars that a facility like this exists. And we're one of the lucky ones. This facility, like thousands of others across the UK, provides life-saving treatment to children on a daily basis. Today, I'm here to meet with Ashley Adams, who's one of the fundraising managers at the hospital, to find out a little bit more about the fantastic services that a place like this offers. So without further ado, let's meet Ashley. Right, so you join me back here with Ashley Adams. Ashley is one of the fundraisers here at Birmingham Children's Hospital, and far better placed to tell you about what they do and how they do it than anyone like myself. So Ashley, just from your point of view, and you see this on a daily basis, how much do you guys need to raise to keep this fantastic place going and making it such a great welcoming place for the kids to come to?
We at Birmingham Children's Hospital support around 90,000 sick kids every year, and as a charity we support the hospital by providing all those little extras that the NHS can't. So that's making them welcoming and friendly environment that's not scary for our children, cutting edge technology, as well as state-of-the-art research as well.
You guys must be everywhere in the hospital then, so from my experience, you know, a waiting hall isn't a waiting hall, it's full of things for the kids to do. The rooms are decorated so that they engage them straight away. So that's all the input from the fundraising?
Yes, so that's all from the charity. So we do things like making sure that the MRI machines are wrapped in fun, inviting scenes under the water, in space, things like that, so the children aren't scared going in. And then we're also at the cutting edge of technology and research. We have some of the world's best doctors, nurses, consultants here at the Children's Hospital.
really does. We're here today to present you with what is the first of, I hope, many checks from CMD and from the channel. So, just one moment. I was going to say here's one I prepared earlier, but actually here's one that Ashley prepared earlier. So Ashley, this is a massive thing for me. It never really dawned on me until I've sort of just looked at it. But on behalf of CMD, here's a cheque for £1,500 towards all the great work that you guys do here.
Thank you, and thank you to all your viewers as well.
That's brilliant. So on that note, guys, thank you very much, and yeah, we'll cut back to the car on the way home. I'll see you guys in a bit. What a day! Back in my usual settings. I can't make a video like this. I simply can't without saying some really important thank yous, because without people in the companies involved behind all of this, quite simply that cheque doesn't get written to the size that it has been on this occasion. I think the first thank you I'd like to make is to Ctrl&Shift, to John and Joe. I genuinely was many moons ago now, it seems, but you know, utterly baffled and bewildered when they approached me about putting a range of CMD clothing and bottles and stickers together. Sort of initially as well, I honestly quite hesitant to do it for fear of failure and worry that people might not want to take up those sorts of products. I used a company called We Are Beard to help me out with some design. Huge shout out to Rob and the team there. And then Ctrl&Shift sort of put it all together and designed a range for me. But not only does John sort of design that range, he then goes into the sort of manufacture and distribution. And so my involvement really was getting hold of some garments, having some photos taken, buying some for myself because I genuinely like what we've produced, and then wearing it and telling everyone about it. You know, as much of a thank you goes to John and the team at Ctrl&Shift as it does to the people out there who might be watching this who sort of bought some of the lines. I hope they've been as good for you as they genuinely have been for me. The Straight Six family for their never-ending, continuing support and guidance. Shane and the team, thank you for track days, laughs, and everything in between. To Mike and the team at Motech Performance, who I'm still in touch with today. They've been phenomenal in sort of helping me boost my profile online through videos of their own and through allowing me to film some of the work that we've had done over at Motech. The Petrolheads tours, Dan and Pete lent equipment. I've had assistance with so much. I'm utterly phenomenal in helping me create content that includes them. Terry Livesey, the man who's been with me today, the man behind the camera. A large majority of what you have seen in this video in particular, and many others, is a much higher level quality of videography, and that is solely down to the phenomenal efforts of Terry. He gives me his time without hesitation when I ask, and is always keen to give back, so thank you very much. I've had guest presenters and people who've lent me cars of their own for the channel, namely John Hildred, Britash for an Audi R8 and a Morgan Aero GT, Sean with his Suzuki Swift Sport, which is a huge video on the channel and lots of people love, and Twitch with his M140, again hugely popular video and one that I know a lot of people have enjoyed, along with people like Whiskey21 who was on the BMW M2 video with his OG, and Matt Smart of Rybrook TV who was in that video as well with the M2 CS. More recently, we've been engaged with hothatches.co.uk. I met Chris and spoke to him very vaguely without knowing too much about what they do, apart from having heard about them once or twice. And Chris has been nothing but welcoming in sort of accommodating everything that I could possibly ever ask for to create content on some of the utterly phenomenal little hot hatches that he has in his dealership. Again, you know, when we set out to do that, I was genuinely concerned that I was prattling around in his business assets and there would be no benefit to him. So I've genuinely worked as hard as I can with as limited knowledge as I have to try and make those videos useful to him, to showcase what is essentially his stock. And I've been really pleased and surprised to learn that actually some of the cars that we videoed have sold directly through those videos that we've made, and for Chris to come and offer us donation off the back of that is, you know, it's just unthinkable, just amazing. So, I mean, and they're just the ones I can think of. So if I haven't mentioned you, you know, please do not be offended. But the list goes on. Everything that we've achieved in just making this video and so far, which I genuinely hope is just the beginning, is all off the back of the essential charity of individuals and businesses just like those ones mentioned. But the final thank you, and the most important one, has to go to you guys and girls who tune in to the content that we create. I am utterly bewildered by the fact that anyone would want to watch some of the videos that we make, and some of them are hugely engaged and very clearly obviously help a lot of people, be that with the experience or suitability of the cars that we're testing for what they need. And quite frankly, without people like yourselves engaging with the content that we make, again, today does not happen. So I genuinely cannot emphasize how grateful I am to all of you who've viewed, liked, subscribed, mentioned, shared, commented. My only hope is that we can continue on this journey and step on from here to help raising money for good causes. Just amazing. If you're new to the channel, CMD is in the process of becoming a 100% not-for-profit charity. That means every view, like, subscription, share or engagement, anything that drives traffic and generates us revenue on places like YouTube, every single penny we receive goes into the pot to pass on to good causes, like you've seen today. So if you like what you see, please like, please subscribe, but most importantly, please share the word. Without you, this doesn't happen, and nothing emphasises that more than today. Thank you so much for your support so far and for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Cheers.